beautiful Gemini cross watchers. If I have raccoon eyes by now, which it kind of looks like I do, love me anyway. Welcome to my channel. I'm Princess India. If you're new, if you're family, welcome back, my friends. So we're doing something totally new here, people. I joked with my mentorship group about how funny it would be if I did like a cross watchers only reading. So, I mean, if you're Gemini, you could totally watch this, but this is more or less for someone to cross watch for a Gemini. So it's kind of like me reading for just cross watcher. That's why, called it cross watchers only. Whatever. I'm going to take a sip of water. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. My Geminis as well as Gemini cross watchers and see what is going on with you guys, person, interest and whatnot, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So let's see here. I like my cards to fall out, but I'm going to go ahead and pick one if nothing pops off, you know what I'm saying. It's looking like I'm going to do it. Don't you dare double tap me. Don't you dare skip ahead, whoever you are. You watch me shuffle these cards. Anywho, first card out, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Gemini, this is exactly what came out in you guys' general energy reading. That's a lack of vulnerability. Oh, wow. And, oh, what is it with all of this like little counterpart energy we got going on? Oh, my God. We have, I don't know if I showed it to you. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, then we have the King of Wands. Then we have the Hierophant. And lastly, well, not really lastly, we have the Nine of Pentacles. What is going on in America, dude? This happened in Leo's reading. Okie dokie, lemon chokey. So there's the potential that you guys could be dealing with a fire sign person or a Taurus person. But what it's looking like, my cross watcher people, it's more or less the person you guys are interested in. I mean, there's two ways we could look at it. There's a lack thereof of vulnerability. The reason for that would be a level of self-doubt. You know what I mean? It's like not wanting to fully expose themselves, if that makes sense, and not saying expose themselves in like a derogatory fashion. I mean, not like sassy time or anything, but I mean like just opening up. And that's exactly what I said, in Gemini's reading. So crosswatcher, you're getting the tea. You understand what I'm saying? So it's more or less not feeling comfortable opening yourself up to someone because to them it would feel more or less like exposure. Now, for the cross-watcher person, I would get the sense with you guys that y'all are okay, like being open heart, open soul, laying out on the cross and being like, this is me, I love you, and I want you. I like you and I want you. You know what I'm saying? But the person you guys are interested in, they're a little slower, you know? It takes them some time to get comfortable. It takes them some time to really feel safe to expose themselves in that way, shape, form, or fashion. But I would go as far as to say that even though this person is kind of slow to reveal themselves emotionally or expose themselves emotionally or even say how it is that they're feeling, deep down inside, they really want to love and be loved. You know what I'm saying? And then with the Hierophant being here, there's two elements to this card. It's more or less the first inclination I get with this is the person, they like to be in control of the situation, again, because that makes them feel safe, you know? So despite what it is that they want, right? Despite what it is that they want or what they say or what they don't say, they kind of like things to unfold at their pace, because that's the only way that they can ensure that any connection with you, that there would be an equal give and take, right? So then going into this and then also the other thing I want to say about the Hierophant too is once you guys kind of grow out of this stage, there is the potential for a commitment. But, you know, I feel like with this person, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know if they're older, or if they, you know, have like a string of failed relationships, or maybe they're divorced or something along those lines. But this person, they feel comfortable by themselves. So the thing I would say is they're not needy, is what I would be saying about your Gemini person. They're not needy. They don't feel like they need anyone. It's more or less in the sense that a partnership for them is more what we call in New Orleans, it's lagniappe. You know what I mean? It's a little something extra. It's not needed. If you didn't have it, you'd be fine without it. But it's just more or less a reluctance to move too quickly, or to contribute too much to something too early on, because they want to be sure that what they're capable of giving, that the person on the other end is capable of receiving as well as reciprocating it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel underneath all of that, even though this person is independent, right? They're what's the word I wanted to say self-starter. I don't really feel like that's appropriate terms. Yeah, I mean, it's just they're a go-getter, I guess you would say. Even though they're self-sufficient and they're a go-getter, it's like there's a part of them deep down inside, like this tender side to them, that I sense, where, you know, they want to have that forever and always soulmatey kind of, you know, married, kids, grandkids, all that kind of thing, type of connection. But I do think it's interesting, like what I saw in Leo's reading. I don't know if y'all are Leos, but the fact that there's a king and queen of wands here, whenever I see, you know, the same suit, even though it's next to the Hierophant, you know what I mean? With it being next to the Hierophant and that being a card of, you know, like traditional relationships and things of the sort, I always look at that as like a couple, you know? It's just that one person is sure where the other is not, if that's making sense. Then we have the Moon card in the reverse. That's still talking about a leg of vulnerability. And the Five of Swords. Showing strength, power, games, all that good stuff. I said that in the weekend reading for, what is that, the second to last weekend in July, depending on, well, I mean, you're going to watch this in August, so, you know. But it's important not to do that. I feel that this can cause a level of conflict, because I feel for my cross-watcher person, it can, it could be triggering for you. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of going back and forth with yourself, if that's making sense. And trying to, and I would even say with the Moon card in the reverse, this would kind of be saying why it is that you're watching this video right now, because I feel that this person isn't really showing you anything. I mean, I'm sorry to laugh, but it's just funny. It's like, I feel like this person isn't really showing you anything in the gist that you get of what's happening or potentially happening here. Like, if you were to go by what it is that you see, like from their actions, it's like nothing. You know what I mean? So you literally would think like, you know, I'm tripping, this person couldn't possibly be interested in me type of deal, which would lead you to watch a tarot reading. You know what I'm saying? So it's more or less trying to, and this is funny, cross watchers, this is all becoming about you now. It's almost like in the sense of trying to get an upper hand on a situation, because I think for you, although you guys may be more open and more forthright about how you feel, I feel on a core level that you as well as this person are equally insecure, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just that one of you holds back, you know, and the other one is kind of like word vomit. Like, you're just going to be like, hey, you know, this is what's going on type of deal. But I feel at the heart of it, both of you feel the same way in the sense of like insecurity, like not being sure about the situation. So I feel for my cross-watcher people, it's a sense of, it's fear-based, but it's like trying to dig deeper to get answers or clarity. And that's why I say it's like you guys may be going to psychics, watching tarot readings, whatever the case may be, to try to understand what it is that's going on here. But the thing I can say is there is the potential. It's just that, you know, this person, they got their little stuff going on, and it takes them time. So there's a need to be patient. So especially like with these being wands, if y'all, and then that's Cancer energy too, if you guys are dealing with Leo people, like say if you're a Gemini and you just so happen to watch this just because, or if, you know, either of you have that in your chart, I would suggest to watch the Leo reading, because there's a lot of that going on here. But I feel like you just have to trust the process. The whole thing with Leo, with the general reading, it had a lot to do with being patient. You know what I mean? It's like not everybody moves at the same pace. So it's a need to be understanding of that and not to be extra. That's the thing I want to forewarn about that Five of Swords. It's like there's the potential with this of being kind of passive aggressive or trying to dominate and control. And I really don't think that that's not the route you would want to go with this person. There's just really the need to be patient and let things unfold. And I would even go as far as to ask what the rush is. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that you guys feel, I mean, if you've been waiting for like 10 years or something, I mean, I feel you, but it's a need to really ask yourself, like, what's the rush? Why do you feel that you need to be in control of how this pans out? And 9 times out of 10, if there's a desire to be in control of the situation and to have the upper hand in any way, shape, form, or fashion, even though your person is a little guilty of that too, because being in control makes them feel safe, I would say the same thing for you. And I don't know why I decide to do love readings this month, and there's this whole reflection thing going on. This is why, guys, when you say things out loud, I've joked with people for a long time. Well, not a long time, like a few months. And I'm like, I'm going to start doing twin flame readings again. And I love how I did Leo and I did Gemini. Oh my gosh, am I about to get a Charlie horse in my foot? Anyway, I did Leo and I did Gemini. And there's this whole mirror reflection thing that I see going on. So it's so hilarious. I think I manifested this. But anyway, Gemini cross-watcher people, that has been your reading. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon. Wait, Vimeo website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do you guys extended, where we're going to look at how your person of interest thinks and feels about you, my friend. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, still love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Deuces.